Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here for Generational Run, the podcast. And today I am less coughing than I've ever been in the last few weeks. There's like one drop of phlegm that makes me cough here or there, but I've basically recovered entirely from illness. That cough was a bitch. That was really the only issue for like the second week. I was genuinely sick for like 4 days. But the cough, bro, it lasted for like a week after I got over the sickness. It was a bitch. But yeah, either way, I'm recovered. Emily's here.
I'm here.
She's recovered from not having sickness. And yeah, we're just locked in. So at the beginning, I like to give a brand update typically. And there's quite a few things that are coming with this brand update. Of course, Emma and I both acquired a Switch 2. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. The unboxing of that went out on Friday. So if you guys missed that, make sure you go check that out. We each got a Switch 2 and unboxed. It's super, super cool. Quite a fun system. We're going to talk more about that later. Emily also acquired a racing sim rig setup more than a desk chair with the pedals on the floor. So we haven't built it yet. It just arrived like 20 minutes before doing this video, but she has acquired that. And we're going to build it once we get everything else that we need. She's still waiting on the graphics card for her PC. And then we got to buy iRacing. But once all that's here and set up, we will have the ability for her to do that and lock in for some racing. And that's going to kind of begin the process of the brand returning to more frequent streaming. Emily's going to do some streams kind of more consistently. And we're going to have the ability to do weekly streams, which is kind of our plan, as we talked about before. So that's some of the updates of what you can expect here for the brand. And also, there's a new series coming that Emily's working on, so we're going to talk about that in a little bit as well. So, let's jump into the next segment. Today, we're going to look more at Overwatch. It seems basically we just do a weekly Overwatch video at this point. So, Emily and I play Overwatch quite consistently, and I always take good clips from my PlayStation, good matches. Today we're going to look at a match from Circuit Royale from the last week, and see how that goes for us. Here we go.
Welcome to Circuit Royale. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Breaking me down just builds me up.
When are they gonna make a supercar my size? Start this party!
Stay in range. If you wander off, I can protect you.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attack commencing.
Let's go get him!
Escort the payload.
I'm moving the payload.
Go get him!
I'm not here. different approach. Sending care your way. I'm on fire.
Helden sterben nicht.
Barrier bomb hold no longer. Face the sunrise.
Disrupting. Show me your wounds. Recharging. Just stuff it out.
Shields up. Dynamite out.
Rising from the ashes. Adaptive circuits engaged. Mama.
Need to recharge.
Minor perk unlocked.
Sensational. Come on, try healing pylon out. Get in there, Bob.
Run away, Epiccw.
I'm taking damage. Sending care your way.
Near my pylon.
新年快乐，新年快乐。What's up？你好，
No. I am Yachu.
新年快乐。What's up? Maybe you should just stay out of.
We got what we wanted.
That got the blood pumping.
Is approaching its destination.
Hang on, T. Special delivery.
Everybody riot. Oh, I'm gonna catch you.
Come on, get it. Stop like that. I'm under attack. Behind you. Patching you up. My coals are red hot. I've got you.
No one's killed.
My ultimate is ready. Come on, let me help you with that. Rally to me! Get back!
Pushing the payload.
新年快乐 Hi
Round one. Complete. Score 3-0. Switching sides.
Breaking me down just builds me up. Real glory comes from helping people, not hurting them.
We may have different definitions.
新年快乐，新年快乐，新年快乐！你好，新年快乐，新年快乐，新年快乐，新年快乐，新年快乐，新年快，新年快乐，新年快乐。Hi，你好。
Forgiveness is good.
No.
No one rests until this
No.
is done.
Stay near my pylon. Mace to the face. Mace to
Forgiveness
mace to
is
mace
earned.
to mace to mace to mace to mace to mace to the face.
1.
Mace to the
I'm
face.
impressed.
Incoming.
Get him.
Stop the payload.
Looking better already.
We have to stop the payload.
She's gonna blow. I want the throw. Here for you. Barrier's not in good shape.
Get them away from the pain. Ugh.
Let me take care of that for you.
Everybody riot.
I'm up. Longer.
Just stuff it out.
Over there.
Group up here. I should think that one over again.
Fixing that. Done fast.
Patching you up.
We have to stop the payload.
Minor perk unlocked.
That's not gonna stop me. We're outnumbered. Care stop that payload.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Looking better already. Here it comes. Behind you.
Get them away from the payload.
I need it. the process.
Now I'm really fired up. We have to go.
Face the sunrise! Rally to me!
Let the dragon consume you! Everybody riot! Fire it up like a volcano!
60 seconds remaining.
Patching you up. Positioning healing. Sorry.
Go get him!
Charging. You're on your own.
Sending care your way. 爪の鍵爪を解き放て
I'm on fire.
30 seconds remaining.
We must stay strong for a little longer. Here, for you. Healing vibe on the phone. Shield under fire. Vibe on the frame.
10 seconds
This
remaining.
is it. Win or lose, it's on.
What's up? 你好，新年快，新年快，新。
Victory. Play of the game.
Face the sunrise!
Circuit Royale was a banger. Now, Emma and I are here to talk to you guys about sports, and do we have a few things to go over in our sports segment this week? First up, we're going to do our race reviews and kind of talk about one thing that we took away, one thing I took away, at least from each race, that we can elaborate more on as a topic. First of all, the race in Phoenix for NASCAR. What'd you think of it? The Cup Series race last week in Phoenix.
I thought it was good. It was okay.
I mean, there's a decent amount of stuff happening. A few bigger crashes than you see for Phoenix normally.
Everyone in their tires.
A lot of tire issues. None more than your guy Connor Zillich, unfortunately.
He had a rotor go again.
Bro was on the pits like every 5 laps.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs was this close to getting his first win.
You almost shit yourself.
I
I
hadn't.
almost shit myself for you.
I haven't felt the excitement of like that for a race win towards the end in a long time. Definitely interesting. You can't really explain how you feel when your driver's that close to winning a race, but you definitely just like feel it's a lot of intensity in those last few laps. And I always hate when there's like a caution, you gotta like wait. I always like go do something else. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and like go drink a sip of water. Like genuinely. I like can't sit back down. But I haven't felt it in a while, obviously, with like Ty Gibbs isn't in the positions to win as much. This year he's done a little better. Last, few years kind of been building up, I think getting used to the cup cars. So really since Kevin Harvick won in 2022, there hasn't really been those many moments where it's like blessings.
Thank you.
He had one race in 2023 where he almost won, Phoenix and Talladega. So there was a few moments in 2023, but I mean, 2024, 2025, I didn't really feel that. The only time I really felt that was like the championship race, just in general for Cup last year because it's so intense. But yeah, very close. Ryan Blaney has had such a fast car. I mean, he was very dominant at that race, so no one's going to stop him. And talking about Ryan Blaney, did your race win the race?
No.
All right, I got my first race win pick of the year correct, with Ryan Blaney winning. Do you remember who you picked for this week? That's our next discussion. Las Vegas. Who'd you pick to win Las Vegas?
I feel like I picked like Denny Hamlin or someone like that.
Do you want to run to the kitchen and see what we wrote down on the board, and I'll kind of preview Las Vegas a little bit here. See what I wrote down too, because I don't remember. Yeah. As I've stated before, we have a piece of paper that's written on the kitchen of what Emily picks, what I pick, my parents pick, to see who gets the correct picks. And we don't remember. But Las Vegas, the first mile and a half of the season, I mean, it'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure the car is having more powers at every track. It may not be a mile and a half, but I think it is. But it's definitely going to be interesting to kind of see how it goes in mile and a halves. Who's got the right things for it. You know, will Toyotas kind of keep being the best, as they've been pretty much at every track so far. Chevy's obviously struggled. They've only led about 100 laps. So it's not been the best for them. I don't know if the Chevys are going to do any better. Obviously, with their new front nose, I feel like they've struggled a little bit to really do well. So it'll take a little bit for them to get it figured out, but I think we'll probably see more Toyotas and Fords than Chevys up there at Las Vegas. But it'll be interesting because the drivers that typically do well at Las Vegas are Chevy drivers, with Kyle Larson always doing pretty well there. Alex Bowman, that's kind of his good track, but obviously he's not racing. This week, Justin Allgaier's in the car for him. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, obviously for Toyotas, Denny Hamlin's pretty good there as well. So we will see. So who did we pick to win the races?
Kyle Larson.
Did we both pick him?
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense. Kyle Larson is very good at Las Vegas, so that's our picks. It's Kyle Larson. Now, moving on from that, I want to touch back on Phoenix from last week and the Fox commentary. Now, I've always, like, Fox used to be the best commentary back in like the 2000s to like mid 2010s. They had the best group. Mike Joy is legendary, one of the best announcers. He's always good no matter what. Sure, maybe he makes a mistake here or there that he maybe didn't before, but okay. I mean, dude's been doing it for a long time. Like, sometimes when you get older, you make some more slip-ups like that. So he may say the wrong thing here or there. I think Kevin Harvey's good as an announcer and doing commentary. He's not typically the guy who's like your big energy guy. That's not really his vibe.
They all hit the whoa. Ooh.
But then you have Clint Boyer. Clint Boyer's, he's got to go, bro. I think the thing is, and people have been talking about it, you need to have a crew chief doing commentary as well. Because having a crew chief helps the broadcast with the strategies and things like that. Because you think of it pretty much the rest of the year after Fox is done. What?
This is my pant leg.
Was it like a piece of wood?
No, it's a claw.
Oh, you got a cat claw. But you think of it, when you have Prime, TNT, and NBC, you have Steve Letarte doing commentary.
Yeah.
And he adds a lot of insight to the broadcast that you need. And Fox used to have that when Larry Reynolds was an announcer. But when you put him to, like, the guy who they ask one question, it doesn't really work. So I think Fox needs to get rid of Clint Boyer and put in either Larry McReynolds or another crew chief to do commentary. Because Clint Boyer, A, isn't going to add anything that Kevin Harvick can't add. Because Kevin Harvick is one of the all-time great NASCAR drivers, and Clint Boyer is one of the NASCAR drivers that have raced. So, like, Kevin Harvick's achieved so much in the sport that he's got an insight at another level that you don't have with Clint Boyer. Kevin Harvick's also raced the current cars. Clint Boyer hasn't. So, it's one of those things that Clint Boyer doesn't really add anything. He kind of takes away from the broadcast. You had the announcers from IndyCar, because it was the IndyCar, like, NASCAR overlap. You had Townsend Bell and James Hinchcliffe doing a little bit of the commentary. And they asked the question, when they were working on Corner Zilch's car, what are they working on? And Clint Boyer says, I'd be looking at a Wendy's menu, because Corner Zilch has Wendy in his car. And then they just talked about Wendy's the rest of the time, and never said, what are they working on Corner Zilch's car? So no one knew. And especially when you have someone in the commentary asking the question, and you respond with, I'd be looking at a Wendy's menu, it doesn't help the broadcast. Sure, it was funny in itself, right? I mean, I was like, okay, this is kind of ridiculous. But you need to answer the question, because the question never got answered. They just talked about every item on the Wendy's menu and then moved on. So it's just like, okay, that's great, but didn't answer the question.
No.
So no one knew what they were working on. So I just think that you can have jokes in a commentary. I think that's great. Like, I want people to have jokes and have fun, but also there's a time for it, and Clint Boyer doesn't know the time to not. Like when they used to have, again, the old Fox commentary, Darrell Waltrip used to say some ridiculous shit. Darrell Waltrip would have some crazy commentary, make some jokes. But he would also take it seriously in the moments that you need to take it seriously. And I feel like Clint Boyer doesn't have that. Clint Boyer isn't built for, I'm going to take this seriously and answer this question in a serious way.
No.
Like, sure, your Wendy's joke, funny. You can make a joke and say, I'd look at a Wendy's menu, but then also give the real answer.
Yeah, literally.
But nah, he just like, what Wendy's item do you want? And listed them all. Like, and then asked Kevin Harvick what you want. Like, okay,
I want to know why he got the damn menu memorized. Like, what the fuck you doing in your free time? Memorizing the menu? Eating the entire menu? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so speaking on IndyCar, obviously we talked about that a moment ago. IndyCar racing at Phoenix, what did you think of that?
Better than... and a lot. Didn't they have record-breaking lane or lead changes?
Yeah, they had actual lead changes, not like F1.
Yeah.
I honestly thought the IndyCar race at Phoenix was really good. I think that was probably like, of all the races we watched that weekend, it was probably like the best one.
Yeah.
I really like that. I think that the O'Reilly series at Phoenix was boring as hell. And then F1...
Except for, like, the last, like, 10 laps. 5 laps.
F1 wasn't great. The Cup race was good, but, I mean, Ryan Blaney winning kind of takes it down for, you know, normal, sane people. Probably just for us, because everybody loves Ryan Blaney for whatever reason. But, yeah, I thought Phoenix race was really good for IndyCar. I really liked it. I think that there was a good amount of action throughout the field. Again, I think seeing the changes in the lead that were natural. What's the guy, Rasmussen, right? He's the one that was like leading most of the race.
Yeah.
That dude's delusional. I mean, he was passing everybody, like going wherever on the track. He didn't give a shit. I know when they had the commentators for IndyCar during NASCAR, they said he's like Carson Hocevar. That was their comparison, because they both just drive wherever the hell they want. And everyone's like, all right, stay away from this guy. But no, he almost won the race, and then he got put in the wall. and that really kind of hurt his car. And then Joseph Newgarden pulled up out of nowhere and got their Penske win so they could hype up Penske all weekend. Oh my God, they were just... That was my one issue from the weekend between both Cup and IndyCar, was just their, like, love of Penske. It's like, oh my God, Penske's doing amazing, guys. And during the NASCAR race, they would just cut to, like, all right, here we go. We have Penske IndyCar drivers. Like,
I don't care about Penske IndyCar drivers.
okay, like, I get you're doing the overlap, but, like, okay, let's talk to drivers from other teams, right? If we're doing, IndyCar, NASCAR, like, let's talk to...
Get Stingray Rob out there.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I thought the race was good. Next race is Arlington this weekend around the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium. And I believe Texas Rangers, whatever their stadium's called. Texas Ranger Baseball Stadium. I don't know. I don't follow the Texas Rangers.
No.
If we're doing racing around baseball stadiums, can we get an IndyCar race around Fenway Park? You want to talk about aura, dog? That would have aura.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be aura. Like, bruh. Because it's got, like, the roads just, like, right around it. And then go down, like, that road that has the little, the music place we went to on it.
The House of Blues.
Yeah, they can go by that. It's some narrow streets.
They'd definitely be crashing.
I don't know if you can do a street race in Boston, but do a street race around Fenway Park. But no. Arlington, I think it's going to be cool. I mean, the track layout looks cool. I'm excited about it. Definitely ready to watch that. Who do you think is going to win IndyCar race this week?
Scott Dixon.
You're just going Scott Dixon again?
I didn't pick
No,
him. You did.
I'm going to pick Scott Dixon again, though. Because I know that dude, big brain. It's either Scott Dixon or Alex Poe's going to win that race.
If I'm wrong, I'm going to tweak.
Well, you're typically wrong when it comes to race picks. That's when you respond with, I had the most correct picks last year for NASCAR.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's my pick, though. Scott Dixon. I think that he just, when it comes to new tracks, he's the guy that in my mind is like, he'll figure it out. So 2 things for IndyCar. First of all, more oval races I think is a good thing that they should start kind of doing. They used to do way more ovals. And they've definitely got away from oval racing with the either track issues and some drivers have gotten killed more recently in oval racing with IndyCar. IndyCar is way more dangerous on an oval than, like, NASCAR. So, I mean, you had drivers get killed in a race. I know, like, Pocono, I think it was, like, 2015. So, obviously with the cars continuing to be safer, I think that at least going to smaller ovals, right? You don't necessarily need to go to Pocono or Las Vegas. I know those are 2 tracks that had drivers get killed at it more recently, and I can see them being hesitant to go there. I know Charlotte had some issues. I believe someone got killed there in, like, early 2000s. So, tracks that I understand. I think that you could do shorter oval tracks. I mean, you could do something like a New Hampshire race. I think that would be cool. Ovals of, like, mile ovals a little smaller. Maybe you can do I know they used to do Iowa. Go back to Iowa. Do things like that. Those types of tracks that are mile tracks or less. I mean, Phoenix went well. The do Milwaukee mile. Like, you can race those types of tracks. You don't have to do the 1.5 miles necessarily. If you want to go bigger track, I mean, Michigan's always an example of one that could be done. So I think a few more ovals on the schedule would be cool to kind of mix it up. I think that it's cool when you get series that can race both types of tracks. Like, I think NASCAR doing road courses, I think it's a shame we're kind of going away from road courses because people are like road courses are bad because I'm bored. Like I like when we had 6 road courses. I think is good. I think the current Cup car is bad for road courses, but road courses for NASCAR, I always loved when they would go to Sonoma and go to Watkins Glen when I was younger. I was just like hyped. So, like I want to see more road courses for NASCAR, and then IndyCar is kind of the opposite. Like give me some more ovals. So I think like, you know, IndyCar can do a few more ovals. NASCAR give me like 6 road courses. IndyCar give me like 6 ovals. All right. Because I think they only do like 3. Obviously, Indy 500, which is really a square, but, you know, oval. And then...
I was like, Poconos is a triangle.
Yeah. Tracks that you turn exclusively left. Yeah. The other thing for IndyCar is the Washington track got announced. What do you think of the layout of that?
It's kind of questionable. It's just pretty much almost a square.
Mm-hmm.
With like, it's like, meep, 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 meep.
I mean, I think for the purpose of it, I think having a symbol track would be cool.
I feel like they don't have a lot of space to have a
Yeah.
more complex design layout.
And they want to go by historic
Yeah.
buildings, so I think it works. It's
They better got like concrete walls stacked to the max.
Well, so cars don't hit historic buildings.
Yeah. Now that'd be historic if you could do that.
Real. No, I think the track layout's fine. I think people are making it too big a deal. It's a one-off race. They're going to race the track this year and never again. So, you know.
Are they going by the White House?
I don't think so.
They should, and then like Trump can like sit out on his nice green lawn and watch.
I'm not sure. I don't think they're going by the White House. I don't remember the layout, the marks on it. But either way, it's a cool track layout. I don't have a problem with it. And then lastly, for racing series, let's talk about Formula One. Babe,
No.
what did you think of the
Bad.
Australian...
Trash. Ass. And Ferrari's stupid.
Ferrari did throw.
Get fucking Woody out of here, bro. Like... Cars, ass.
Yeah.
They look cool, but they're ass.
Mm-hmm.
Trash. I like when their wings go up and down.
That's what you look forward to?
Yep.
Whatever they call it now.
Overtaking.
It's not called overtaking. That's when you just pass someone, babe. No, what's the mode that... I forgot when it changes its form.
I don't fucking know.
Mega Evolution, I think.
But I think so.
I forgot what it's called, but it when both wings open. It's not DRS. It's basically DRS, though.
DRS, but battery inclusive.
DRS 2. Yeah. When the wings open, I mean, it's interesting. I think that most people thought the start of the race was okay. I think the way the cars took off was awful.
Bro, it took like 5 minutes for them to get off the starting grid.
It was literally like a wet race. It felt like a wet race where the cars are just like, they're going so slow. Which when you have electric cars, they're supposed to go boom. When you have
6 people were out of the race.
Yeah.
Like,
When you have the batteries, though, you're expected to go, not.
meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, the batteries are supposed to like launch off the line faster.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they went slower. It was an awful race start, pretty much besides Ferrari.
Even going around the track, they looked slow.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't going anywhere. They were going like casual drive.
The thing that I think is interesting is that Mercedes is hurt that Ferrari has that advantage when the race starts. Even though Mercedes has the advantage with the entire engine. They're like having a whole meltdown about it. Even though they basically those two teams have beef with each other lots of times.
Ferrari's also retarded.
Basically, Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull are like a beef triangle. Like, Mercedes has beef with Red Bull and Ferrari. Ferrari has beef typically more with Mercedes. And then Red Bull has beef typically with Mercedes. They all have beef with Mercedes. Can you not?
No.
Can you not?
No.
We're gonna have to go back to doing the podcast at the table. But yeah, it's one of those things that they all kind of have beef with Mercedes because Mercedes is kind of like whack. Because Toto Wolff's a dick. I think at the beginning when you had George Russell and Charles Leclerc passing each other, really it was whose battery ran out and could recharge it faster. Like you could tell it was just kind of artificial racing. Like you could tell it wasn't, oh my god, they're passing back and forth. It's just like, your battery ran out at the end of the straight, I'm going to pass you. Like it wasn't.
At this point, just give them random ass cars with like an F1 engine like Mario Kart, bro.
Well, that's why they're all saying it's like Mario Kart. I mean,
Charles Leclerc said that during the race.
Yep, and that's why Max said that he's switched his simulator for a Nintendo Switch, so you can play Mario Kart. Which we'll get to that in a moment. More.
I wonder how racing Mario Kart with a wheel would be.
Did they have one for the original
Yeah.
Switch?
Yeah.
I don't know. Once we get your racing seat set up, let's plug it into the Switch 2 and see how it goes. Play Mario Kart World on the.
I would definitely use like the paddles to like use your item and like drift.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that it's just one of those things that the racing wasn't great. It wasn't any better than it used to be. It was worse. If you have eyes, you can see that it was worse. I know some people are like, how can you tell? I had someone comment to me, how can you tell?
Watch racing.
I've watched so much racing in my life.
There's a thing called F1 TV or whatever the fuck. Go on it and watch every single race from like
50.
Yeah.
But I've watched so much racing that, like, I can easily tell when the cars aren't going full speed.
I can tell that the car wasn't going full fucking speed.
Yeah. It's like, bro, come on. But again, I've watched racing since, like, before I can remember. Right? Like, I've watched so many NASCAR races. F1, I've watched most of them since 2019. And I watched, like, probably 10 IndyCar races. So I know what I'm doing. I can tell when a car's not going full speed. I got... It's a lot. All that race knowledge, man. Or you can just, I don't know, use your brain.
Autism?
Use your brain. You saying I'm autism for my race
Took
knowledge?
you that long to register that I said that.
Because I was on to my next point. I'm speaking here, trying to give commentary, and you're just shit-talking me for no reason. Op. You're being an op, this podcast.
I'm sure I am.
Nah, what do I want for dinner?
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
All
Do you want
right.
to be strangled this decade?
Maybe.
Huh?
Did your race winner prediction come true this week for F1?
No!
Max finished in what, 6th?
Yes! Stupid fucking Woody one, bro. Like,
Alright. F1 for China.
Max.
You're picking Max to win again.
I told you that.
Write it down.
I did.
Alright. I think that the race is going to be ass again. You have a long ass straight, which someone's run out of battery like halfway through it. I'm gonna pick Lewis Hamilton. What?
Nah, you're supposed to pick Max, bro.
I'm picking Ferrari this week.
You remember when you said you're picking Max every week? So you're lying.
Remember this thing called jokes? Have you heard of them?
Bro, you're fine. I didn't even fucking touch your neck, bro. Stop being cringe.
I've been attacked.
Well, your fault.
It's my fault. I didn't even do it. Can you not move the computer with your foot? Dog.
We're having an earthquake. Oh no.
Yeah, you're having a cringe quake. Oh no. Did you write down my pick?
I will.
Well, let's get to it. Alright. F1 has been called out on the internet as they have continued to censor people's comments. Anyone who's critical of the car, your post is hidden on their replies. They're even censoring their own posts. When the battery starts clipping and you can't hear you can hear the battery start to lose power. They had to cut that out in their own video of it was Colapinto lap where he was the fastest or something, the highest top speed. And remember they had the audio cut down, and it like went silent as the car went to lose power.
They're over here like editing their fucking car sounds, and NASCAR's out here like
Hell yeah.
putting fucking Ryan Blaney's mustache on other drivers.
NASCAR just like shit posting like
They shitpost everything.
like NASCAR just become a shit post page where they're just like, look at our memes, guys, and F1's like, how dare you be critical of our glorious sport? Like,
Look at my majestic stride.
bro, they literally in the press conference, the driver press conference when Max said about getting a Switch instead of a simulator, they cut that out of the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
They edited it out
Soft.
because they didn't want to be criticized by Max.
Soft.
And I mean, Domenicali, that dude who's in charge of F1, he basically said, yeah, no, Max and Lewis shouldn't be critical of anything. It's like, Brett, no, they're, especially those two, are going to say some shit.
Yeah, the fuck?
Those two are most likely to be like, yeah, y'all are whack, dog. And then you have like Lennon Norris just copying them, being like, guys, look at me, I can criticize too. The only person who hasn't criticized the cars are the Mercedes drivers.
No, Woody just said, I like this engine. I like this car.
Yeah, because he's getting
You do a good job.
he's getting carried by it. His bum ass is going to get a free championship. We're going to go from Lando Norris to George Russell. Back-to-back years.
I hope they crash into the world champions.
You want to talk about killing your sport. Have those two win championships. Lastly, for F1, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and Bahrain Grand Prix are going to be canceled. It hasn't officially been confirmed, but all the reports are saying it's going to be this weekend.
I
So
wouldn't want to be bombed, so.
it could be canceled by the time this video goes out. But as we're recording, it's not official. But it's likely going to be canceled and not replaced. Which means there will be videos at the end of... Or videos. They'll be racing at the end of March. And then no races until the beginning of May. For F1. They're not replacing the two races. There's discussions earlier of Imola, Portimao being potential to replace it. But they're not going to replace the Bahrain and Saudi Arabian Grand Prix when they get canceled. Don't host races in the Middle East. That's my thought. Alright, let's move on to the NFL. Free agency began. And some teams made some moves. Our teams made moves. What'd your team do?
We signed Isaiah Likely from the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And some other guys from the Ravens.
You're just gonna be Ravens light. Basically.
Ravens.
Um,
Can I view? Let me see free agencies. I don't want to see just that, bro. Stupid fucking shit. Where is
let's see who the Jets have added that's really notable. The Jets got they traded to get Mika Fitzpatrick from the Dolphins. And they're going to sign him to a 3-year, $40 million deal. That's a good one. He's obviously a really good player on defense, so adding him is a good one. The Jets also added... they did a lot of additions on defense. Defensive linemen. They added Demario Davis back again for the third time on the Jets. Just get a 2-year, $22 million deal. That $15 million of it is guaranteed. He's a little older, being 37, but he's still a good player. More defensive players. They acquired Geno Smith. The Jets have added Geno Smith back. They traded a 6th-round pick for him. So they got Geno Smith and a 7th-round pick from the Raiders. Of course, he started at the Jets. That's where he got drafted in 2013. Most of his contract will be paid for by the Raiders, though, as part of the deal. Nashawn Wright from the Bears. They signed him for a year as well. There's a new kicker. They have Cade York that they signed. Nick Folk, who's been on the Jets for a long time, is going to the Falcons. So, working on offensive line as well. They definitely went and added a bunch of players. Bringing back guys, signing guys. The big one, obviously, is the Geno Smith trade.
No, not Wandale.
What?
He's on the Titans now.
Oh, no. Bro's gone? We can't make Wandale memes?
That's why we're getting Isaiah Likely. We're getting some Jordan Stout guy.
She's telling you about the punters that they're adding, guys.
Yep.
Is that it?
Tremaine Edmonds. They re-signed my guy, Jermaine Elumanure. They signed Calvin Austin III. Evan Neal. Patrick Rickard. Jason Sanders. We re-signed Isaiah Hodgkins again. We get Ardarius Washington. Greg Newsome II. We're re-signing Micah McFadden. And re-signing Aaron Stinney.
Real. What position have they been upgrading, babe? Do you like their additions? Are you excited?
Yeah, it's fine. Aaron, I don't know what G is.
Real. It's a guard. It's an offensive lineman position.
McFadden's a linebacker. Newsome's a cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
Washington's something.
Safety.
Hodgkins is a wide receiver. Sanders is a kicker. Rickard is a fullback.
Mm-hmm.
Neal is offensive tackle. Austin the third's wide receiver. My guy's fucking offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Edmonds is a linebacker. Stupid Stout's a punter. And Likely's a tight end.
Yeah. Again, I didn't go through every single pick the Jets have added. They have added a bunch of what?
Nothing.
No, just
Half of mine are from the Ravens.
yeah. Not surprising, but the Jets definitely went on a lot of 1 or 2 year contracts of guys that are, gonna boost the defense, especially. A lot of work on the defense. Aaron Glenn obviously is defensive coach, so getting good defense is critical. And I think that they just need to, do that. And again, keep the offensive line. The offensive line's good. I'd like to see him go get another wide receiver, but
It's whoever. Art Green. I think he was on the Giants before.
yeah,
And they're re-signing him back onto the Giants.
that's what re-signing would mean. Yeah.
But he was on some other team.
Okay, so he left and came back.
Yeah.
It's like Damari Davis on the Jets. They signed him back again.
Bro's trying to be like Draymond Green. Bro's got the number 23 and everything.
Wouldn't he try to be like Michael Jordan, having number 23?
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, no, I think that the move to get Geno Smith. I mean, there really isn't any good quarterbacks out there to sign. So I mean, I'm not excited. It's an okay short-term move. What?
There's just like 6 dudes total that they're getting from the Ravens.
I mean, when you hire the greatest coach in the history of the Ravens, I mean, the Ravens players that are currently there are going to want to go with him. So, this is not surprising. You see that lots of times when, if they are a good coach that's been with the team for a while, that team will sign a few players from that team. Players that they found that they like. And even when it's players that maybe aren't as good, or coaches that maybe weren't as good, maybe, or they, they're starting with their coordinator, and they became a head coach, they're going to sign 1 or 2 people from their team. Right? If they're a defensive coordinator, good new team, they're probably going to sign 1 guy or 2 guys. So it's pretty common, especially the head coach switching teams. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. So again, what I was saying for Geno Smith is it's a short-term move. If he does well, great, he can be there for more years. If he doesn't do well, I mean, you didn't put much into having him. A good gap, next year there's supposed to be more quarterbacks in the draft than this year. Obviously, it's only pretty much Mendoza, who's this guy's good. So I think that, you can sign Geno Smith for a year, trade for him, whatever. Have him for a year. Next year, if you're really bad, you can get Arch Manning. So, who knows? All right.
I saw a Instagram reel about the Jets getting Geno Smith. And it was some dude who was sleeping for 12 years and woke up and was like, oh, we still got Geno Smith on the Jets. He must be the next Tom Brady. And,
Yeah.
And the other dude was like, nah, bro.
He left, was a backup, did okay in Seattle, was asked on the Raiders, and is now back. All right. Lastly, for free agency and trades and stuff, Max Crosby was going to get traded from the Raiders to the Ravens, and that got canceled, which is surprising. You don't typically see big trades like that getting canceled. So whatever Max Crosby has for his injuries has to be significant enough for the Ravens to say, actually, we're good. So that's very, very interesting. And we'll kind of see where he ends up because obviously he has to be traded. He doesn't want to be on the Raiders. The Raiders have already kind of added players to fill in his gap. But it'll be interesting because a lot of teams filled in the position that he is. They filled those spots and, they kind of already said, okay, well, this guy's gone. So what's going to happen? It'll be very interesting where he goes. Lastly, let's touch on basketball for a moment. Bam Adebayo, 83 points. Second most points scored in an NBA game by a single player. What's your take on that?
He did good shooting.
Real.
What's his name?
Bam Adebayo.
Alabama. Got it.
All right, so he got 83 points.
More than Kobe.
The thing with his scoring was that he had a lot of free throws. He was up to almost like 40. So it definitely lessens a little bit. Beating the Wizards, definitely a team that's actively tanking, and also just to kind of keep him in late, it really does cheapen it a little bit. A lot of people obviously are Kobe fans and are upset about that. I know my brother, my brother was messaging me about it for like 2 days. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I was at work when it happened, and the dude I was working with was like, Bam Adebayo got 83 points. I was like, huh? What do you mean? I hopped off the forklift, and that's what he says to me. I'm just like,
huh?
I was like, who? Bam Adebayo did that? I was like, nah, there ain't no way. I was like, when? He's like, just now. I was like, oh, okay. Like, Bam Adebayo is not who you expect to go for 83. Yeah. Like, if you said, okay, Steph Curry got 83, I wouldn't be, like, the most shocked. He could do it. Someone like Luka, if you're like, okay, Luka got 83, okay. Jokic. But you're like, Bam Adebayo, like, what?
Who names their child Bam?
I don't know, Google it.
We in, like, the Flintstones.
I don't know. But,
It's like Townsend.
it's one of those things that the top 3 scoring performances all time is Wilt Chamberlain, Bam Adebayo, Kobe Bryant. Like, come on. All right. We had to have a little quick interruption, trying to get things sorted out with Emily's thing for her computer. What's not the RAM, the graphics card. Trying to get a new one. Got on Amazon. Basically, the Amazon driver came and didn't really attempt to knock on the door, try to really deliver it, ring the doorbell. They just said, I can't deliver it. So I'm trying to get it delivered today. Amazon called mid podcast the warehouse place. So trying to get that sorted out. Because I was on their support earlier today, and they're like, yeah, we'll reach out. I told them to call Emily's phone number because it's her order, and they're just like, yeah, we're going to call you. So, let's continue with the podcast. Let's go to the general discussion segment. This weekend we're going to a Connecticut Sun event. We got season tickets. That was something that my parents bought Emily and I for Christmas, and my parents are going as well. So all 4 of us will be going. It's kind of like the first event of the year. Definitely looking forward to that, kind of seeing what's going to happen. I know like other times they had started by like giving out some of the first items of the year. I know my parents last year, because they had season tickets last season. Emma and I went to a bunch of the games. My parents ended up just buying a bunch of the tickets for like $10, $15 just to go. But I know last year my parents got like a lunchbox thing, and they got like some shirts and maybe like a hoodie or something. So we'll kind of see what happens with that. Epiccw.net plans. I plan to bring Epiccw.net back at some point in April. It's on my X account, it says Epiccw.net. Our cars in Gran Turismo are starting to kind of bring the branding back. Got the domain for 2 more years. Paid for that. Just got to kind of, when I'm ready, pay to bring it back online. That's really it. I just didn't want to, I took it down for a little while. Didn't want to keep running and also didn't want to keep paying to run the site. So, I'll pay Squarespace when I'm ready and then I'll start, redesigning it. And we'll really see what we want to do. I kind of want to focus on, changing up the racing page a little bit. We're not going to do a dedicated, point standing. I'm thinking maybe, just a picture of the car and the driver who's in first in points. And, little information on that. And then kind of, Elmanai's favorite drivers in those series. So, that's kind of what my focus is going to be for that page. We may do we're going to focus more on food. We're going to keep, I don't know what we're going to do with the podcast page. That's obviously changed a little bit. The music, I'm not sure. So again, I kind of need to think of it before I really go in and pay for it and start trying to run it. Unfortunately, because I kind of let the subscription run out, I need to pay them before I can edit it, which is annoying. But whatever. Again, earlier in the podcast, we talked about streaming. Emma and I doing live streams and having that kind of as a plan for upcoming content. I'm thinking games like Minecraft. We did Minecraft Hardcore together. We did Lego Fortnite and things like that. I haven't written down what else we were doing. Maybe Farming Simulator is what we wanted to do. I don't remember. I know there was 4. Stardew Valley, we talked about kind of moving to that. So essentially, the live stream would be a series episode. But instead of it being, 4, 20 to 30 minute videos a week, or a month, let's just do one live stream. Right? If we do 1 2-hour live stream, that's the same as doing 4 30-minute videos. So, that's kind of my thought, is doing that. Because again, it's a lot when we're like, okay, let's get into it. Alright, cut, and we're done. If we want to stream for 3 hours, we can. And I think that's kind of the direction we're going to go with something like Lego Fortnite, Minecraft Hardcore. I'm using Emily's phone now, so I can't really look at all my notes. Actually, I do have it on here. Lovely. I don't remember what I shared with her or didn't share with her. I tried to share everything with her from it. Oh, it was Fallout 76 was the other one we talked about streaming together. Can I edit this? I can. So, basically, it'd be streaming Fallout 76, Lego Fortnite, Farming Simulator, and potentially Stardew Valley. That's kind of the plan for that. And I think that's good. And again, Stardew Valley wouldn't be until probably May, because we have to obviously alter the schedule. But that's kind of our thing with that. The other thing is we have a new series that we kind of worked on the plan of yesterday. Emily's going to be doing a brand new series. It's called Curtis Picks, Emily Plays. And basically, the concept is, there's a lot of video games that I grew up playing and enjoyed. Now, Emily is 6 years younger than me. So, there are games that she didn't play that I did play. Right? You go to think my time of playing video games would have been something like, a game on, GameCube, where for her, by the time she could really start playing video games, understanding it, it was the Wii, and far into the Wii. I remember when the Wii came out, she was like 1 when it came out, so it's one of those things that makes some of those older games something that she didn't play. So I wanted to play those games, or even some of the ones that I played, 10 years ago on the channel. Well, she would have been like 10 or 11. So, games that you play when you're 16 aren't the same as games that you play when you're 10. So, some of the ones on PlayStation, she didn't get to play. I mean, that's why she's doing Fallout 4. She didn't get to play Fallout 4. But it's one of those things, there's a lot of games that I played that she hasn't got to experience. So I wanted her to be able to play them and experience them. And I was like, why didn't we do that? It was when we were playing Mario Kart World that I was like, you didn't play Mario Double Dash. I was like, so do that. So this month coming up, Emily's going to be playing Mario Kart Double Dash, doing 2 videos of that, and she's going to be playing Just Cause 3. Those are games that, to me, are significant. Just Cause 3 to the brand. And playing that on YouTube. I mean, that's our most watched live stream, most watched video ever. Just Cause 3 Bridge Fun. And Mario Kart Double Dash is a game that I loved to play when I was younger. Right about when Mario Kart Wii came out, my brother gave me his GameCube. So the first game console I ever had in my bedroom was a GameCube in like 2006, 2007, whenever he gave it to me. That was the first thing I ever had. That was in my room. I put it in the living room. So that, playing Mario Kart Double Dash, NASCAR 2005, old Madden on it. Like, those games are ones that I really remember playing as my first games. I got a Game Boy and played Mario Kart on there. So, really, that type of thing is going to be a fun series. Then for iRacing, Emily's going to do iRacing live streams. Again, we talked about that before. But live streams because she wants to really, try to do something with racing. Whether it is go and try to race real cars, or at least try to become really good at iRacing, be a, top iRacing driver. Those are things that are interesting to her. And I wanted to pursue that. And a good way to do it is consistent live streams. So that is going to be coming up soon. Now, let's jump into our gaming segment. Alright, our gaming segment. Emily has returned. Overwatch mid-season patch came out. What'd you think of it?
I didn't notice anything different.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't anything too significant with the characters that I thought was noticeable. Jetpack Cat was the one that changed the most, and I didn't think Jetpack Cat was really a problem before.
No.
They changed Diva's booster by like 0.5 seconds, so if you notice that, I mean, okay. Like, the characters we played didn't really get changed. I know they changed to Laurie and you played her. Did you really see anything different?
No.
So, it's one of those things like, who knows, right? I didn't see anything big. The Mei skin was cool.
Yeah, that one's
But
cool.
that was really it. Speaking of Overwatch, there was a Jeff Kaplan interview that he did, talking about some of the things where he left Blizzard and some of the stuff there. And some of the things that came out were quite interesting. The directions that they went with the game and things like that. But the thing that stood out to me the most was where he mentioned that he had a certain amount of money that they had to make from Overwatch, and they won basically the team to consistently hit that, or they're going to lay off a bunch of people. And that for him was kind of the point where he's like, I'm out. And it's one of those things that really gives a good insight into the way that Blizzard looks at their games, the way that companies, I think, look at their products in general, but the way that they really have approached Overwatch. And it is noticeable in the way that they want to make that much money. I mean, you could buy 50 loot boxes for a pretty cheap amount before in Overwatch when it first came out. You wanted to buy an Overwatch League skin, that was really the only item you could actually purchase. You could buy coins or the Overwatch League tokens. And that was about equivalent to about $10. If you wanted to get the Zenyatta Jonak skin, you wanted to get the Winston, London Spitfire skin, the Brigitte Goat skin, like all those are about $10. Now if you want to buy a bundle, which gives you a skin and a player icon and a banner, it is $25. The skin itself is $20. And they do the same characters, because those characters are the ones that make them a lot of money. That's why Kiriko and Juno and Mercy have about 80 special skins compared to, like, you know, Junker Queen, who has 1. Venture, who has, like, 3. So, like, it really shows the difference and how they don't really care about anything but just making a fuck ton of money. And it's unfortunate the people that are really want to make games well and are passionate about it kind of get pushed out. I mean, the dude who literally made Overwatch, gone. So, very unfortunate. Earlier, we said that Emily and I did acquire a Switch 2. What has your thoughts been on the Switch 2?
I can play so many more games now.
Yeah.
I like the bigger. I like how it's bigger.
Obviously, you play on the handheld. I don't.
The screen definitely has better quality than it, like, especially even my OLED.
Mm-hmm. I definitely noticed the screen quality difference from having the original Switch.
I like the Joy-Cons, how they are magnetic.
Mm-hmm. Joy-Cons are definitely cool.
Because when, like, at least my OLED ones, the slide, like, they wiggled.
Mine did too.
And one, like, made sounds if it wiggled, and I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. So it's good to have that. Again, some new games on it. The interface looks quite similar from the original Switch.
I like the different sounds.
But there are some cool new things to it. Specifically for games, what do you think about Mario Kart World?
I mean, it's okay. I don't like how you drive through, like, 8 different tracks.
My leg hurts when it's like bent sideways for like an hour just sitting here on this bed. But I really can't do anything because the computer's there. Yeah. First of all, it feels more arcadey game. It feels less like, I don't know, it feels less like Mario Kart and more like Grok explaining Mario Kart to you.
That's how F1 really is.
Yeah, the way the cars kind of drive, it just feels kind of strange.
I liked Rainbow Road.
Remember, it was cool.
That was, like, really goated.
I think that the Grand Prix mode, they definitely hurt it with the open world. If you want to do open world, that's cool. That's chill. I don't like the Grand Prix mode, which is really unfortunate because Grand Prix mode is always my favorite to play. I don't like that you do 3 laps of the first track, and then your second race is racing to the next track. Like, I
want to know why there are, like, 8 checkpoints sometimes.
And, yeah, the checkpoints are random, and then when you get to the next track, you do 1 lap. I would love if you want to do that concept, that's totally fine with me.
Do it in a different concept.
But do it in the fact of, I'm still doing 2 or 3 laps of each track from a standing start like you always did in Mario Kart. I think the rolling start idea is fine, but I would really have preferred if it was like a race to the next track. Almost just like okay, we're racing from here to here, and whoever gets there first gets to start first. Almost like it's qualifying. Right? I like the idea of driving to the next track. I just think that the way it's executed basically makes it the race and not the actual track. Like, if you tell me, okay, we're playing, Mario Circuit, I want to play Mario Circuit. I don't want to race Dirt Road to Mario Circuit with a lap of Mario Circuit at the end. That's what I think the issue is with it. I think, is it called like a survival tournament bullshit? What's it called? Like knockout a round or something?
It's like knockout something, yeah.
That one I think is cool, where it's basically like the checkpoints you have to make it at, okay, be top 20, be top 16,
Be top 8.
top 8, top 4, and then win. I think that's a very cool idea, and that is what the point-to-point part of it, I think, is brilliant. You race a little bit the tracks, and you drive to the next location. I love that mode. I think it's very cool. Grand Prix mode, let me just race 3 or 4 laps of each track. I also don't like how they didn't introduce new track, 4 new tracks, 4 new tracks, 4 new tracks, 4 new tracks in a cup. And then just 4 old ones, 4 old ones, 4 old ones, 4 old ones. I liked that better. That was cooler. And I also don't like that it doesn't mention what old system it's from. I think that was very cool for people who didn't play all the games.
Where the fuck's Coconut Mall at?
Real. And a lot of the tracks don't even look like the old tracks. I think that's another issue.
Where the fuck Mushroom Gorge? Yeah, they have Toad's Factory on there, and like the first 2 points or 3 points aren't even Toad's Factory.
Well, that's because it's the driving to it part. But I think that Choco Mountain doesn't even look like Choco Mountain did. Choco Mountain was brown track with boulders rolling down it. Now it's like chocolate fountains in the air. But I think something like mentioning Choco Mountains from the N64. Or mentioning, this track's from GameCube, this track's from Wii, this track's from Switch, this track's from SNES, Game Boy, DS, 3DS. I liked that. I think that added to it. That people would know, this is an old track, this is a new track. And I think that it's lacking that. We'll see if they add a DLC to it. I keep meaning to look at if they're going to do a DLC. But I keep forgetting. Alright, what about Pokopia? That's the other new game that we played. Really one of the main reasons that we kind of got I think wanted to get a Switch was to play that game right away. What do you think about it?
I really enjoyed it. I like playing as Ditto and doing all the different moves.
Yeah.
You have to get your little badge to go through all the gates. It reminds me of Minecraft though, how you can see into the distance and there are more fucking blocks. It's just more world, but where's the world? It's like Minecraft.
Yeah, no, it's Minecraft Animal Crossing mix for sure.
Some of the sounds you can definitely hear that they sound almost exactly like Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Or it's kind of like Disney Dreamlight Valley, where you have to eat to rebuild your stamina before you can do anything else.
Yeah. It also feels like that with the people. I know you go around and talk to different Disney characters.
Yeah, and you get more as you do more things and unlock more stuff.
I think it's really cool. It's a fun game. Definitely looking forward to playing more of that. Alright, this week for videos. First of all, did we get any comments on YouTube?
How's been your time playing Fire Red?
I'm not talking about Fire Red right now. I love when I get comments on how to drive in video games.
Do you know how to drive in video games?
This week we got a comment that said, learn how to stay on the road for NASCAR 2005, or NASCAR 25, when I was on the track. And the game just is trash. Emma's video, I found the EP Snorlax. Someone said, good video, keep it up.
That's just me fucking crashing out at Let's Go Pikachu. I have a better time playing goddamn Leaf Green than fucking Let's Go Pikachu.
And for Wreckfest, where it says this went so wrong, someone said, take it easy with the throttle, use the throttle when the car is straight, and power through the turn.
Yep.
Bitch, I've played the game for fucking years. Shut the hell up.
I think the issue with me playing Let's Go Pikachu and getting lost super easily is because it's more 3D, where Leaf Green's 2D and I can see everything at once.
Real. Alright. Gran Turismo 7. How'd that go for you?
It was fine. I won.
Great analysis, babe. We each won 2 races.
Yeah.
And you were in the lead of the championship by 4 points.
Yeah.
We have some special schemes coming out for the next few weeks, and I've been working on that. I'm very hyped about that. Race playlist, that was just domination from me. Emily had a few things that she was struggling with on her mind at the moment that was kind of taking her out of the focus on that game.
So I don't really remember.
And lastly, Overwatch competitive. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, we did good.
We absolutely dominated on Junkertown.
Better than the fucking first one.
Rialto the week before.
That was ass.
I mean, Overwatch, the team we played against was really bad. I did an analysis on it like I did the week before. They genuinely abandoned the point in moments that they could have won. On attack, Emily and I were both respawning, as was one other person from our team. And the other team just decided to go chase our Junkrat in a room. All of them decided to chase the Junkrat in the room. That allowed all of us to come back and recontest. Their Juno, who was talking a lot of shit in the chat to their other teammates, abandoned the point instead of pushing to the finish, and they could have taken the first point. And the same on their defense. As we were capitalizing, their entire team came back and just stood away from the point and lost. Lastly, let's go to our closing segments. Emily's not doing an instrument segment this week. We got a lot of... It's a long video already and a lot to edit out and work on. So, no instrument segment this week. What do you have for your fact of the week, babe?
The stage that's known as Buoy Base Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy appears to look intriguingly similar to the shape and geometrics is what it says actually, to that of a Pokeball. The level is spherical, which no surprise since this is Super Mario Galaxy. However, it is divided into 2 halves, one being land and the other being a body of water. The 2 masses are divided by what looks exactly like a button a Pokemon trainer would press to send out a Pokemon.
I agree, babe. Alright, song of the week.
Redneck Tendencies. Feat Trace Adkins and Joe Diffie.
Oh, we can listen to the sound of
Hicks,
F1 on
Tate,
here.
And Hardy.
You can listen to... Apple Music has playlists that they've made for... Yeah, they put Smooth Operator on it for you.
Smooth Operator.
Did they put Supermax? They better put Supermax.
Smooth Operator. Smooth Operator. Smooth Operator.
Okay, we get it, babe. Thank you. Do you want to listen to Esteban Ocon's warm-up playlist?
No,
Why not?
because that seems gay.
What about Isaac Hadjar's
No.
playlist?
No. No. Smooth operator. Smooth.
Give me Don't Be Cruel by Elvis. Pokemon of the week. What do you got, babe?
Ditto.
Wow. I'm gonna pick Charmander. Alright. And now we're going to end off with our week preview of what you can expect from the 15th to the 22nd. All right. I saw what it was. All right. On Sunday, we have Emily with Let's Go Pikachu. Episode title, I Hate This Cave. NASCAR 25, episode 25. That's just short track racing. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Triforce Cup, Curtis versus Emily. And for episode 14, we throw back to 2014. Pokemon X and Y, Casey, Derp Guy 95 versus Curtis, Epiccw. On Monday, how good is the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra Gran Turismo car review? Making such progress, Stardew Valley, the series, episode 33. And for episode 14, 2015, we're throwing it back to Jewel Vlogs. For the 17th, this Yao guy, sure, that evil bear guy in Fallout, caused some problems. Emily's Fallout 4 Let's Play episode number 11. Pokemon Violet Co-op Let's Play 11, the Growlithe Clutch episode. And Epiccw 14 for 2016, we're throwing it back to GT Online, or Race Playlist number 1. On Wednesday, Emily races NASCAR 2005. I did put the O'Reilly series in the title for you. Because I always alternate it. I use all the names for that series, basically. NASCAR 2005, episode 57, O'Reilly series at New Hampshire. Kinda locked in, Overwatch 1 Hero, 1 video, playing Ash. And for episode 14, 2017, we're throwing it back with Studio Tour 2017 vlog. On Thursday, it's time to save Peach. Super Mario Odyssey, Let's Play, episode number 29. Competitive Overwatch, episode number 11. And a match analysis from whatever map we play that day. And then episode 14, 2018. It's the live stream we're throwing it back to. Brigitte is here. Overwatch featuring DH313 Gaming. On Friday, and Lego Fortnite series episode number 11, Emily is searching for bananas. And then we have Gran Turismo 7 Racing Champions season 8 episode number 4. And for episode 14, 2019, I found many things from the studio. And then next week on Saturday, People Don't Know The Point Is The Point from Overwatch Mystery Heroes episode number 3. Episode number 90 of GT Online Race Playlist, and of course Generation Run the podcast. Lastly, next Saturday, episode 14, 2020, Open Queue Placement Season 23, Overwatch. And then lastly, Sunday the 22nd, adding a fire catch, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Play number 30. I'm so back on road courses, NASCAR 25 Career Mode, episode 26. The Eggcorn Cup, Curtis vs. Emily, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And lastly, episode 14, 2021. We're throwing it back to the proper way to win at Darlington, NASCAR Heat 5. So, lock in for all those, and we'll see you guys then.